Some sunbeams. Hey folks, thanks for 400 subscribers. This is the obligatory 400 subscribers vid. I was clicking around the other night and I noticed that my YouTube had ticked over 400. I don't know how long that'll stay, because sometimes you get over a number and then like a few nights later it's 2 subscribers under the number, and then it goes up like a week later back to what it was. So I think that happened with my 200. Kiriban, we used to call them Kiriban, which I think is a Japanese term, when we were on DeviantArt, before DeviantArt turned into a bit of a pile of shit, although I still host my art there. Now there's tons of just AI art consuming the entire thing, and you can't actually see much real art unless you go looking for it and type the right search criteria in and stuff. It's a big shame, really. It was a great place to post art and see art that people have done, actually homemade by their hand, and meet people as well. Anyway, enough about DeviantArt. We're talking about YouTube. So as I talked about in my other subscriber landmark videos, or Kiribans, I've never been one to like hunt for zillions of subscribers or whatever, or try to become famous, unless you're trying to make money off it, but that still comes with the same consequences of being well known and being your content seen by like millions of people. I don't know how those people handle that, but I'm sure they make a lot of money for it. I've never been out for that with my channel. I'm always just like making videos, not too worried about who's watching, as long as there's like 5 dedicated watchers who see a good portion of my stuff, then I'm happy, to be honest. But that said, it'd be nice to go up to like higher numbers of subscribers so more people see my stuff. I just don't want to go over like 1 million, or even like 100,000. I think would be too much for me. I get up to 1,000, that'd be good. We're at 400 now, so the next landmark vid will be at 500. So it'd be nice to get over 1,000, see what happens. I don't know if my vids will become more serious after that, or if I'll put more finesse and quality into doing my videos. But it's all the same sort of content you get from me before. I know who I am, I know what sort of stuff I want to make videos about. A lot of it is in here and not on the screen at the moment, and that's what my topic vlogs were about. I've only done like a few of those, like a small handful. You can watch those on my channel if you can find them. That's just like the beginnings of stuff that's in my head that I haven't talked about. You got like the convenience one, was it the safety one? There's another one beginning with C. But yeah, what have I got on my channel? I've got lots and lots of hiking videos of the west of Dartmoor, if you're into that. I have a bunch of political vlogs, semi on the side of the Dartmoor stuff. Sometimes there's crossovers, like the Moor Rant videos. I have lots of old gaming videos. I've kind of stopped doing those at the moment, because there are a lot more important things in life than PC games, even though there's a lot of old PC games I enjoy. There's a ton of old films I enjoy. I think I've got higher subscribers actually from posting my modern trailer film clip things, which is just paying tribute, or posting a tiny little funny scene from a film that I enjoy watching or have seen recently. Don't generally post clips from films that I think are absolute trash, unless it's a really funny moment within that film that just kind of puts the rest to shame, I guess. I think my best achievement on the channel so far might be the audiobooks. I've done some readings of audiobooks, mainly H.G. Wells, things out of copyright, so older books, and 1984. And there's one by a different author. It doesn't come straight to my mind right now. But one of the authors is me, so I'm like trying to do first drafts of several novels, and I'm kind of experimenting with putting my first draft, like typing it up on the computer, because they're all handwritten actually, and then doing an audiobook of that, kind of so you can see it and give me feedback, and so you can be part of the writing process, I guess, if I do a second to however many draft to get it right. That would be things like Sheltered, Suppressed, and Acoustic Blackout series, and I've got a couple of others. There's a ridiculous one if you want to listen to some of my strange humour that I have, which is basically nonsense humour. So, you know, Shooting Stars, Bill Bailey, The Day Today, and Armando Iannucci, who are good. I'm trying to think of good nonsense comedians. Those are some good ones. Anyway, if you're into that sort of humour, then check out my Leonard in Conglemenia audiobook series, which is basically like, it's meant to be written in the fashion of H.G. Wells, but it's meant to be complete nonsense, and it's meant to be a war story. So it's basically a bit like a World War One-ish, Band of Brothers-ish thing, written in the Victorian tone, but none of it makes sense, and everything is just taking place in a nonsense universe. I write them because they're funny to me, and they're silly, and it's just... I use them at uni to get myself in a writing mood, to try and write like postmodernism essays and things for my media degree. Little did I know that postmodernism is itself a bunch of nonsense, but it's like nonsense as far left political propaganda purposes, whereas what I was doing to try and get myself into the mood so I could just write an essay, because I thought it was meant to be serious at the time, was to actually write nonsense and turn them into stories. And that's how Leonard in Conglemenia came about. Some horse riders here. Anyway, so sorry, I tend to have a habit of rambling and not putting out my thoughts eloquently and slowing down enough to get each one out. The audiobooks on my channel I'm most proud of are probably War of the Worlds, The Time Machine, 1984, The War in the Air, that's another H.G. Wells one you might not know about, and the ones I'm doing of my novels, obviously the ones I've told you about. So other things you can find on my channel, maybe I should do a channel trailer. I've never done one then before, which would contain all this stuff. Yeah, not only have I got the moor walks, which I defined as travelogues, I've also got a couple of travelogues of holidays I've done. Crackington Haven, Bucharest in Romania, Cyprus, and then for the moor walks on Dartmoor National Park in Devon, I've also got a documentary series I'm putting together which kind of compiles geographic stuff with clips from all the walks I've done to visit every tour on the western side of Dartmoor. So I'm working on that when I can and releasing a new video. There's going to be 20 something videos total. I don't know if it's 26 or 27 videos total. That's a series. My channel has various little series things I'm doing as well. I have standard vlogs, I have political vlogs, I have the moor rants, which are political vlogs outdoors. I'm generally up here when I rant about politics. I do funny clips from other video makers who may disagree with each other. That's been going for a while. I normally get a collection of 6 video makers who've released sort of recently and compile a short video of some funny clips from their shows. So it's not my stuff, but I'm kind of compiling them. Also, I asked Harmful Opinions if it was okay to do some kind of funny clips reels for him. So I've got a series solely on him because I think he's a funny guy. And what other series have I got going? Audiobooks, obviously. Walks on the Moor, Western Line. I'm doing the review of The Massacre of Mankind at the moment, so I do reviews. This one is like a chapter by chapter book review, so it's quite dense. The reason it's so dense is because I do a lot of War of the Worlds content. That's why, if you look on my channel banner, I've got a fighting machine up there from H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, or alternatively Jeff Wayne's musical version of the War of the Worlds. yeah, so you'll find a lot of War of the Worlds content on my channel. I also did a review of a weird theatrical audio production they put out of War of the Worlds. So sometimes I will do just content about War of the Worlds. So you'll see that. You can see my old student film from uni, Sightings, is on my channel, and that's based on War of the Worlds as well. What other series? I do my kind of live streams, which are longer form content, more informal, I guess, where I'm not like doing a topic or reading from a script. I'm just kind of bantering about things that happened recently and playing some Battlefield 1 or doing painting. So those are broadcast on Twitch, but people don't normally like watch those live, so I just use them as long form videos, to be honest, so that I can have longer form, more informal, like free talking videos on my channel in a more relaxed way than my vlogs, which are meant to be more focused on topics, I guess. Anyway guys, I'll put that in a channel trailer sometime if I make it, but in the meantime, thanks for 400 subscribers. If you've been watching me for a long time, thank you for your support and thank you for your viewership of my content. I hope I can climb up to 1,000 subscribers and maybe I can keep going beyond there, but I know my content's not for everyone and it's kind of low budget stuff, but I guess that's how I do things. So from this semi-chilly January day in 2024, thank you for watching.